Hi, all. Thank you so much for your time today again. And I wanted to kind of record a short video for you guys and create this for you. So I added a new table, a simple table. It's kind of with dummy data where you have like data for different dates and different booking references and different airlines. Okay. So simple table. The way it would work in .NET Report is I come in here, I load all my tables, then I select this, and then I select all here too. Okay. So I'm kind of starting from scratch, right? I want to use auto format. What this does is makes it a little bit more user friendly, adds the space. Okay. And then you save it. Okay. So next we can do a simple report where I want to show you the drop down, right? So like let's say if you choose the airline, you want to get all the bookings, all the booking references out of it from the drop down, right? Okay. So to do that, the first thing we'll have to do is we'll have to get all the distinct bookings. Okay. So I will do select distinct CIE from bookings. Okay. There are multiple ways to do it. You can either do group by or you can do select distinct. Probably we can also do group by CIE. Okay. And gives you the same thing. Okay. So this will be my first drop down where I would select a value from here. So I have to go back to .NET Report and I can add this as a reference table. So I'll do a add new custom table and I'll call it booking reference. Okay. And I think it requires select, just make it a little nicer. Okay. And then save changes. Okay, now it's loaded in here. You have to go in here and I can keep calling it booking references. Now I don't really want to see this in the database, so I can check this. I can do that later too. But it's only one column and I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Okay. Now sometimes to use it, you have to reload the page, otherwise it doesn't show in the table. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go look for my booking. So now I have booking and booking references, right? To select Actually, before I set this up, let me show you how it looks like in the report. Okay, so if I go to report, I always try to keep it open side by side, so I have two windows. So see, if I create a new report, this is my bookings over here, right? And I choose all the columns, right? But then I see let's say I want to add the reference for booking, CIE. Which see, it's a string right now, okay? So there is no drop-down list, okay? Because I have not defined the relation yet. But now if I go here and I go and choose the foreign key and put booking reference as a foreign join. Now this only has one column, so which is fine. I mean, if it's a different table, you can choose a different value to display and a different value is key. But this is fine. And we are only using it for filter, so we also want to check this box that says only for filter, okay? And then I can hit done. Right now, I'm not setting a parent key. We'll do that in the next step, and I'll show you how to do that too. But for now, this is all we're doing, okay? And then we hit done, and we hit save, okay? Now when I come back here, and then let me reload the page, and I do create a new database. We choose booking, and then select all. Now if I add the CIE filter, so see, it's a drop down now, okay? And it has the places in here, okay? Now let's do the same thing on booking reference, right? So right now I'm selecting a booking reference here, but if I add another filter and choose, like, let's say, after CIE, I want to choose booking reference, right? So right now it's a string. Let's add another table, okay? So we can do select, let me look at the bookings, okay? So for the booking reference, I want the CIE and the booking reference there too, okay? So I'll call it, select CIE, comma, booking ref from bookings, okay? So what I want is that I want the user to first select the CIE, then the booking reference, right? Let me create another table for that. So I come here, I add a custom table. So I have booking reference. I'm gonna do one called, actually, honestly, this one really is CIE reference, right? This is not booking reference. CIE ref, change the name, okay? I'm gonna add a new table called booking ID reference. I'm gonna select CIE and booking ID in it, okay? And save this, and then auto format and save, okay? Now if I do want to reload my page again. So now if I search for my booking table, then I come in here. So I've defined this foreign key, right, where change the name to CIE, but CIE reference is there. I want to define the second one where I want to go to booking ref and make this a foreign key also. And this is the new table that I added, booking ID ref. And I want to join on the booking ref column. And I also want to display the booking ref, okay? And then I can hit done here and I can save this. Okay. Now if I go to the report, you will see that when I create a new report and choose bookings, and we select all again. And then when I add the filter here for CIE, so I get the expected dropdown. But now when I choose the filter for booking ref, I get the expected dropdown as well. Now, see, this is showing me everything, right? AF, CE, like it's showing me all of the bookings, right? But what I want is if somebody chooses EK, it should only show me EK. It should not give me anything else, right? That's the cascading one. So the next step is for us to set up the cascading dropdown. Right now, it's not set up as cascading. If you go here in the filter, it's just the whole thing is for filter, right? Okay. Again, this is only for filter, so we can check this also. Okay, now to set up the parent, we'd have to check on this option, which says set up foreign parent table. Okay. Now the parent table is gonna be the CIE reference. Okay, so somebody selects a CIE reference, it needs to filter down. So we choose CIE reference here, and then the parent key is CIE, which is fine. Value is also CIE, which is fine. And then the key field that it's gonna filter based on, so somebody selects a CIE here, it needs to filter the CIE in booking reference also, okay? So don't choose the wrong field, choose the right field, okay? And that's pretty much it. And, we've done, and we save, okay? Now when I go here and reload the page, create a new report, go to booking, and then select all, okay? And then I add a filter. So first I'm going to choose the CIE filter. Then I choose the booking ref. Okay. So now if I choose, like, let's say MK, you see I only get MK values here because it automatically filters it. If I change this to SS, I only get SS. I do not get any others. Okay. You can also choose N, and you can do multiple. So you can do AF and EK, and then you will only get AF and EK here. Okay. So that's kind of how you filter this. Okay, now actually let me create the report. Okay, and then so that when you run the report, the user has to choose it first. Okay, say we choose all here and we choose all here. Okay, and this is my report. Let me go ahead and bookings simple and save and run this. So you can see that it's giving you all the records, right? Now let's say you only wanted to see, uh, you wanted to filter, right? So on the report. So what you would do is you would edit the report, and you see these options that says filter on report, you turn them on, okay? And when you turn them on, the system gives you choose filter option on top, okay? So over here you say equal to and equal to, and you choose, like, let's say EK, and then you choose this one, and then you hit run, and then the system filters it and just gives you that booking, okay? Now let's say you wanted to not run the report and ask for the options first, right? So we have an option for that also. You go to edit report, and you also say wait to select filters before running report, okay? And then you check that, and I'll also save it. And let me save report. And then if I go back, run the report. So see, it doesn't actually bring anything back. It waits for me to choose the filter. And then I have to choose a filter and say, okay, give me everything that starts with EK, and I can run it. Then it gives me everything with EK. But now let's say I also want some of the bookings, then you can say, okay, give me this booking, give me this booking. You can say, you can search for one too. So you can say 142450, and then that's that, and then it will give you the bookings that you selected. Okay, so hopefully this would give you a better idea of how you can set up these filters and cascading filter in .NET Report. Okay.